Jai Hind aspirants, I hope you all are doing well. So here I am, as you have requested about the daily current affairs. So these are the daily current affairs which I think they are important for the upcoming exams. So for 9th of October 2023, let's begin with the first topic. The first topic is Israel's guardian against the rocket attacks, that is the Iron Dome. So recently, Hamas has attacked on Israel, right? So, and here you can see that Israel used to be considered as one of the, you can say, pioneers in the air defense system. So Israel has developed this system after 2006 Hezbollah's attack. See, in Palestine, there are two militant groups. One is Hamas, one is Hezbollah. So Hezbollah in 2006, they have attacked Israel with rockets. So in response in 2007, Israel has initiated the development of this Iron Dome. Okay, and this Iron Dome, it works with three components. The first is the tracking radar, which tracks the oncoming rockets. Then the second is BMC control system, that is battle management and weapon control system. And third one is the missile firing unit. So what happens whenever the enemy rockets are fired? Okay, the radar system, it detects the rocket and tracks the control system, estimates the impact point, and in the end, the launcher fires the missile to intercept any of the rockets oncoming towards Israel in between. All right, so that's how Israel protects its air defense space. Now, there is a question for you that try to analyze that why in the recent attack this system was failed. All right, I must tell you that this dome is so effective that it is having an all-weather capability. It can be operational in all types of weather. Moving ahead to the next news, where we are going to discover about few crucial things. But before that, I must tell you that this particular news was important for your GS paper 3 preparations. Okay, science and technology, and when we talk about like how we can enhance our defense system. So here, this news can be important. Moving ahead to the next thing, that is Watermeal. So there is a university in Thailand called as Mahidol University. See, Thailand is very much like apart from tourism, Thailand में universities भी अच्छी हैं तो वहाँ research वगैरह भी अच्छी होती हैं. We're talking about the Watermeal. So Watermeal is a member of Araceae family. If you are from a botany background, you must be knowing about the Araceae family, and it is basically the smallest flowering plant in this world. All right. So its dimension, if you talk about, it is lesser than 1 millimeter. Just imagine that. And watermeal, it gives birth to the world's smallest fruit, which is known as utricle. And it is very much important for space nutrition because its compact growth, it is able to produce itself. Here you can see the size of a watermeal fruit with comparison to a human finger. So its microscopic size, it allows it to be efficient for cultivation even in the spacecraft environment. It is nutrition rich, so it provides a complete package of proteins. It offers essential amino acids to the astronauts. It because of the fact that it is a plant, so obviously it does photosynthesis, so it is important for oxygen generation, and that produced oxygen will be important for the astronauts which are there. And it will be like in the near future, as Elon Musk and everyone is saying that they are going to colonize the Mars. So in that particular condition, it will be important and crucial for space farming as well. And this news is extremely important, I must say, as far as the prelims of the next year is concerned. Now, moving ahead to the next news, that is NASA's APEP mission. So, what is APEP? So, APEP is atmospheric perturbation around the eclipse path. So, solar eclipse is coming, right? So, what happened? There is an Indian professor called as Aroh Barjatia. So, he started up this mission with an objective to unravel the enigma of how the upper atmosphere reacts during the solar eclipse, particularly the ionosphere. So, how the ionosphere changes during the solar eclipse, we are going to know about in this APEP mission. So, they are going to have a triple rocket launch. So, three uh, equipped rockets are going to be fired from New Mexico. They are armed with scientific equipments which are going to calculate, which are going to gather the data of the anomalies in the ionosphere during the times of the solar eclipse. So, those of you who are from non-science background, I must tell you what is an ionosphere. So, what happens in the upper layers of our atmosphere? Okay, so ionosphere mostly it is considered that it is above the thermosphere, but I must tell you that there are few layers of the ionosphere which are there at the mesosphere and which are there at the thermosphere as well. So, particularly at this particular place, due to multiple factors, okay, what happens? The gases ionizes, and when the gases ionizes, okay, they get converted into their different types of ions. They get converted into positive and negative ions, and they interact with the oncoming solar radiation, and they show different behaviors. So this news, once again, I must say the APEP project and the knowledge about ionosphere, it is important once again for prelims. So now moving ahead to the next thing, which is extremely important because this news has won N.L. Heulier, Pierre Agostini, and Ferenc Krauss the Nobel Prize. So what is attophysics? Attophysics is just like a branch of physics, okay, just like nuclear physics, just like you can say astrophysics. So attophysics, it basically deals with the things which are the phenomena which happens with respect to the attosecond. So what is an attosecond? Attosecond is the smallest unit of time. All right. So if you talk about the age of the universe, if we calculate it in second, it comes as 10 raised to the power 18 seconds. If you just inverse it, that is 1 divided by the age of universe, that is 1 attosecond. Okay, so that is 10 raised to the power minus 18 second. So here the attosecond is going to help us out by like studying the wave anomalies by knowing the wave mechanics in this short duration of time. And if you talk about the attoseconds, like how the attoseconds are going to be measured, so they are going to measure through a rabbit technique. So see, for the non-science background students, once again I'm repeating, you don't need to go into the nuances and subtleties of it. Just know two things: attosecond and second is rabbit technique. So rabbit technique doesn't like having any correlation with the rabbits. It is basically the reconstruction of attoseconds beating by interference of two photons. As simple as that. All right. I guess most of you have understood. So basically, how it was discovered, how attosecond came into existence. So if you talk about N. Heulier, uh, discovered that if you pass an infrared light beam through a noble gas can be anything which are there at the last column of the periodic table. Okay, you might have seen the group 18 elements. They all are helium, xenon, radon. Okay, so they all are the, you can say, members of the noble gas family. So they are infamous for not reacting at all. So Anne Heulier discovered that whenever you pass an infrared light beam through a noble gas, it results in emitted light with the frequency that are the multiples of the beam's frequency. And this phenomena, basically, it is known as the high harmonic generation. So, because of this high harmonic generation, we were able to find out about the attosecond pulse generation. So that's what you are required to learn. And this rabbit technique and this attosecond is important once again for the prelims. And if you talk about the attosecond, so its applications are going to be tremendous in the upcoming times because it can help us out in enhancing our knowledge regarding the photoelectric effect so that we can make our solar power plants more effective. It can help us out in like nuclear physics, and it can help us out in electron dependent fields. There are many fields, if you talk about physics, chemistry, and biology, which are having the utility of electron research. And if you talk about this attosecond, the discovery of attosecond, it is going to be helpful and pioneer in all the spheres of science. So now moving ahead to the next news, that is R21 Matrix M vaccine. Absolutely important because it was like recommended by WHO recently, and it was developed by Oxford University and India's Serum Institute. After COVID, you know that Serum Institute uh, has been done a remarkable, you can say, achievement after developing the vaccines of COVID in the fields of immunization, in the fields of vaccine, in the fields of biotechnology. So this was given approval for use under 36 months in the regions of Nigeria, Ghana, and Burkina Faso. So this vaccine was effective. It was found after it has been tried across different countries like Mali, Burkina Faso, Kenya, and Tanzania, and it has shown 75% efficiency in seasonal malarial region and 68% efficiency in the perennial Malarian region. If you are not able to understand it, seasonal means a particular season. During one particular season, the dominance of malaria comes. Perennial means throughout the year, malaria keeps on there. So timing is extremely crucial in this. And if you talk about this uh, vaccine, it is going to help us out in combating the disease like malaria, which is quite deadly. And in 2021, you can see that malaria has accounted approximately 6 lakh 19,000 deaths globally. So we can help those people who are dying from this deadly disease by this R21 matrix M vaccine. So once again, it is extremely important for prelims. So most of the news which you have seen today, they were important for prelims. They were from science and technology. So let's focus upon few questions which came in the previous years, which were from science and technology. So let's test you through MCQs, through PYQs. So first thing first, here you can see that Project Loon, sometimes seen in the news, is related to. It came in 2016 prelims, and these are the options. Just pause the video and try to mark it right. So yes, you are absolutely right. The correct answer is wireless communication technology. Moving ahead to the next question, which is what is Greased Lightning 10, GL10, recently in the news? It's an electric plane tested by NASA, solar powered two-seater aircraft designed by Japan, space observatory launched by China, a reusable rocket designed by ISRO. So once again, 2016 prelims, pause the video, try to answer. Yes, you are absolutely correct. It is electric plane tested by NASA. Moving ahead to the next question, once again from Science and Technology 2016. The Mangalyaan launched by ISRO, it is also called as the Mars Orbital Mission, made India the second country to have a spacecraft orbit the Mars after USA, made India the only country to be successful in making its spacecraft orbit the Mars in its very first attempt. So you have to tell me which of the following statements are correct. Pause the video and tell the answer. So yes, you are absolutely correct. Statement 1 and 3 are correct because after NASA, European Space Agency ESA was the second one to orbit around the Mars. ISRO was the third one. The second statement is incorrect. And here you can see that way back in 2016, the extreme statement, like in the very first attempt, here you can see that in the third statement, despite of that, it was a correct statement. So don't get into these kind of tricks which comes into your mind whenever you are solving the questions. Just go by the previous year's questions. Just go by the syllabus, and then you will yourself find that which topics are important, which are not. So that's all from my side. I hope that you all enjoyed this lecture. You all have enjoyed this. If you want more videos upon any topic, you can just DM me on Twitter at the red Kutta or you can tell me in the comment section as well. So at the end, I just want to say that study hard, practice hard, and have a wonderful day. Stay healthy, stay awesome because you all are awesome. Bye bye, take care, and see you soon.